A story is told about a little girl who went to catechism class for the first time. After class, her mother asked her, "How did you like catechism class today?" The little girl said, "I didn't like it at all." Her mother said, "It was your first time. Just wait a few weeks and you will come to like it." 3 weeks later, the little girl came home with tears in her eyes. "What is the matter?" her mother asked. And she replied, "Must I keep going to catechism class?" "What is wrong?" said the mother. "Well," said the little girl, "everybody talks about a man named Jesus, and I do not know who he is. I have not even met him." In our gospel passage today, Jesus, worried about his public image, put two important questions to his disciples. The first, "Who do people say I am?" And the second, "Who do you say I am?" Jesus was not satisfied or interested in what other people said about him. He was interested about his essential identity, and so he asked them, "Who do you say I am?" At that time, the people had a distorted view about Jesus. They perceived him as a political Messiah, the one who will fight their battles for them against the Romans. He was seen as an economic Messiah, the one who will provide food for them, and also as a religious Messiah, the one who will perform miracles, signs and wonders, and heal their sick. This problem of Jesus' identity will continue even in the early church. Peter's response on behalf of the other disciples today showed that human categories alone were inadequate to identify Jesus. His public image as carpenter, teacher, healer, prophet, and leader all failed to measure up to the true meaning of who he was. Peter's response, no doubt, was inspired by the Holy Spirit. Let us learn today from Peter to always be open to the Spirit of God. Today, the same question is put before us. Who is Jesus for you and for me? It is a personal question that demands from us a personal response. It is a critical question that calls us to commitment. Your image of Jesus will identify you and how you relate and deal with other people and life in general. Your conception of Jesus should not be based on what others say about him, but on your personal experience of him. So, who is Jesus for you? Another very important aspect of today's gospel is that Jesus gave the keys of the kingdom to Peter, in the same way that Eliakim was given the keys of the house of David in our first reading. To open and close the doors of the palace in those days was the privilege of the master of the palace. It was a symbol of authority, of one who has control over everything. Jesus thus empowers Peter by this symbolic gesture to rule over the church. Today, as the Catechism of the Catholic Church teaches us, Christ governs the church through Peter and the other apostles who are present in their successors, the Pope and the College of Bishops. It is our responsibility to respect their authority and their teachings. And so as we celebrate the 21st Sunday in Ordinary Time, let us think about this. Peter was a simple man, a fisherman with no education, but he was able to identify Jesus as the Messiah. How about us today who are more enlightened and learned? Are we able to identify who Jesus is in our lives and so live our lives in conformity with his words and the mission that he has entrusted to us? Who is Jesus for you?